Oh, yes. Now, it says the respondent will be served by the proper law enforcement agency with a certified copy. Yes. 5 business days prior to court hearings. So, now, this whole concept of having temporary protection orders for 48 days. Yes, yes, yes. It doesn't appear in the RCWs of the state of Washington. Oh, you know how the state of Washington doesn't have to do what the law says. It's going to be $1 trillion day, and there's a few additional lawsuits, okay? Now, you keep trying me for crimes that I didn't commit. My sons are missing and kidnapped? Yes. I did actually email certain, well, passport offices overseas. I can document that I have attempted to contact persons in government, yes, about my rights being violated, yes, the taking of the power of the people and the states by a state that said we don't have to enforce the requirements of the law. Now, when both parties appear for the hearing, you didn't give me that right. You said I was crazy. Ooh, you did not want to listen to what I had to say. And then I lost my passport when you turned the electricity off and I was freezing in the middle of winter. Yes. And then I told you I thought it was abusive for Mike Van Proyen to have a picture of my sister Susan Bowers holding Legina. Yes. But you said that if I don't have any money, there's no way. I'm telling you today, okay? Every nation of the world could sue the State Department for not enforcing the. See, this passport, yes, requires a signature. Yeah, it does. There's a little background check that goes on, and I never had any legal problems with anybody. Yes, but they took my passport when I was on Guam, and then I did 7 hours of parenting classes. Yes. But when I did actually read the document known as the Passport of the United States of America, yeah, there is a contractual obligation of the United States State Department that if they found out that any state of the United States issued any court orders that happen to violate the rights of the citizens, yes, the privileges, the immunities, the equal protections of the law, yes, 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 and then there's that intangible $1 trillion lawsuit known as the power of the people, power of the people, power. I'm thinking that when I filled out an application for a passport of the United States of America, had informed passport offices, yes, 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 that somebody in this nation better do something right now. Now, I'm so sorry, but any nation that travels to the United States that has knowledge that you as a state decided to issue court orders where nothing is truthful, nothing's correct. Ouch! It could be that those nations. Oh, look at this. Now, when both parties appear, yes, the fair and impartial trial, each one regarding the details of the alleged harassment, yes. If the judge finds that there is cause, yes, after listening to both parties, an order for protection from unlawful harassment will be entered. Pooh. Now, I know when you apply, yes, okay, there's this $83 fee unless you motion for a waiver of fees. Yes. Ask for a motion for waiver of fees. Good for you. But you will need to show a picture ID and pay $83 filing fee. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I know they issue protection orders for free because of the allegation of domestic violence and child abuse. Yes. Did you, as a court, get an actual picture of the Washington State driver's license? In fact, give me every license of the United States for the last 40 years, and how is it valid? Oh my gosh. Up, up, up. Now, was there a requirement when petitioning the court? Yes. For a protection order or dissolution of marriage that the petitioner had to provide valid identification? Yes, a picture ID. Do you, as a judge or court commissioner, ever look at the valid picture ID when looking at the actual petitioner so as to say, well, does this ID match the actual identity of the individual that appears in court? You would never think anybody would motion the court to have issued a court order where they didn't appear her in court. They didn't acknowledge receipt of the copy of the order, and she did or did not provide identification every time she motioned the court. Now, if they do it in Lewis County, you'd think they do it in Clallam County. Now, let's say you're sitting there. There's this woman standing there that says that she is, or she, well, I am Heidi Lee Butnick, but then you look at the ID and you're like, no, you don't look anything like her. Oh my gosh, an imposter. I mean, how do you know the ID? I'll call you back. Ooh.